So, last night you all read the first chapter and the first act, first scene of A Midsummer Night's Dream. How did you like it?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Hard.
Awesome. Great.
Really hard to read.
Yeah. Now, one of the things that makes it hard to read is that Shakespeare has given us so many characters with so many weird names. And it can be really hard to read. Shakespeare was like a soap opera writer. He has one character who loves someone else, who loves someone else, who hates someone else, and there's always a father somewhere who's not happy about the whole situation. So to try to clarify that and make this make a little bit more sense, we're going to make something called the character web, which is going to show us who likes who hates who, and hopefully it'll make a little bit more sense. I'm going to warn you, it's going to become a mess, and that's part of what Shakespeare has done. So, who do you think is the most important character? Who's the character who you think is kind of the center of the whole thing?
Hermia.
Hermia. She absolutely is. We're going to call her H-E-R, just to make it easy. Okay, now Hermia is the center. Who's one character that relates to Hermia? Who's one character? Lysander. Great. We're going to call him L. How does Lysander feel about Hermia? How does he feel about her? Do you remember?
He's in love with her.
He's in love with her. Now, what's some way that we can show love?
Hard.
A heart. Great. Now, Lysander loves Hermia. How does Hermia feel about Lysander?
She hates him.
Loves him.
Loves
You're
him.
close. You're close. That's someone else we're going to get to in a minute. But how does Hermia feel about Lysander? She loves him. Absolutely. All right. So we got some love. But then there's someone else. And that's who you were hitting on. What's his name?
Right, Demetrius.
Demetrius. Demetrius. Big D, we'll call him. Big D. How does he feel about Hermia?
He loves her.
He loves her. Demetrius loves Hermia. How does Hermia feel about Demetrius? How does she feel?
is gross.
She does not like him one bit. Poor guy. So what can we do for doesn't love him? What kind of symbol could we use?
Broken heart.
A broken heart. That's a good one. Not really the best artist. You guys will have to deal with that. All right. So Hermia does not love Demetrius. Now there's someone else. Who's the other girl? The other girl. Do you remember her name?
Oh, her friend.
Her friend. Do you remember her name? Another H name.
Helena.
Helena. No, Helena. We'll call her H-E-L. Helena. How does Helena feel about Hermia?
They're friends.
They're friends. BFF, as I like to say. Best friends forever. We know they've been friends for a long time because they say so, right, in the text. They were good friends. They'd hang out and talk a lot about boys and all sorts of things. Now Helena, she's in love too, isn't she? Do you remember who does Helena love? Do you remember?
Lysander.
Demetrius. Ooh, she does. We'll give her a big heart there. Now, there's a problem though. How does Demetrius feel about Helena?
Totally doesn't like her.
He doesn't like her. And what makes it even worse is that he used to like her.
Oof.
They used to be. They used to have a thing going on. They don't anymore. So, it's my awful broken heart again. All right. There's one more guy who's extremely important, and it's Daddy. Do you remember his name? Theseus is the king. He's talking with Dad the whole time. It starts with E. We'll call him Big E. His name's Aegis or Aegeus, or depending on where you are coming from. Now, Aegis, who does he like?
Demetrius.
Demetrius. He does. But that is a little problem now, isn't there? Who's his daughter? Who's Aegis' daughter? Hermia.
Hermia.
There are hard names. They are hard names. So this is dad and daughter. We'll call it DD. Is this a mess? A little bit of a mess? You're absolutely right. But every character relates to another character. So for yours.